and this just goes and then end up announcing another fight. Put yourself in my shoes.
Did you find out just like the rest of us did?
Kinda. So I was on the fence because they didn't announce. They was like, all right, we're gonna announce. All right, we're gonna announce. All right, they're gonna announce. Every week. All right, we're gonna announce the fight. He just went and took the Jake route. We had a signed contract to fight. So him breaching the contract is, if y'all put yourself in my shoes, you gotta think.
$50 million for this on Netflix. I can't do it. You split the bet with me. 250, 250.
Easy. Let's make it $1 million.
Whoa.
Let's make it 2.
Jake.
Let's make it 2. $1 million total. Yeah.
Shake on it.
Jake, $1 million.
2 mil?
2 mil.
2 mil. Let's do it.
Right here too.
You know, this is an inside thing, man. I swear, man. I'm telling y'all, this is an inside thing. You know, this is something that Al, PBC wanted Canelo to do, you know, because this is how they eat. This is how they gonna eat. This is how they gonna recoup.
Lamont Roach Jr. didn't hold back. He straight up called Gervonta Tank Davis a clown for entertaining a fight with Jake Paul, and his words have sparked a storm across the boxing world. Roach has been vocal for a while about not getting the respect or opportunities he feels he deserves, and this time he's making it crystal clear that he sees Tank as a fighter who avoids real challenges. He reminded fans that Tank walked away from their rematch even after signing a contract. That part really stung for him because in his view, it's not just about ducking, it's about not standing by your word. And in boxing, your word is supposed to mean everything.
To me, because if he did, even if this whole Jake situation was in the way, holler at me. Tell me you want to fight Jake. Tell me you got a bag coming up. All right, boom. Like,
go do
it's a way to handle that. We have a contract. You cannot breach a contract and think shit just gonna be sweet. You can't. You can't do that. Right. We have a contract, so it's not like this wasn't supposed to happen or whatever the case may be. He just went and took the Jake route. We had a signed contract to fight. So him breaching the contract is, if y'all put yourself in my shoes, you gotta think.
But Roach wasn't finished. Once the topic turned to the matchup between Tank Davis and Jake Paul, his frustration got even louder. He said the way the press conferences have gone down is nothing but a disqualification from what boxing is supposed to represent. He argued that the back and forth between Tank and Paul, the pushing, the insults, and the money talk, all of it together makes boxing look like a parody instead of a sport built on blood, sweat, and honor.
I'm saying, like, don't do me like that.
Yeah.
I don't, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't give a that he's fighting Jake. I don't care. But handle the business the right way. That's all I'm saying. Handle the business the right way. That's it. Don't think you just gonna jank me and then next thing you know you're gonna fight Jake and this shit be sweet. No, it's not gonna happen like that. So if it's not taken care of, yeah, you going arbitration. What you talking about? That's how it works. That's how business works.
Most people don't understand that, right? Like a lot of the people in them comment sections, they're 10 to 12-year-old kids.
For him, watching two fighters clown around and put on a sideshow for attention isn't entertainment, it's humiliation. In his eyes, this fight doesn't raise the sport, it drags it into the mud.
And then for all you who, I'm gonna watch my mouth. I'm gonna watch my mouth. I'm gonna watch my mouth. But for everybody who's talking about, oh, you federal, you suing them, you doing this, you doing that. Come on, bro. If y'all fighting for, if y'all contracted to fight for, let me wash my mouth again, for a good amount of money, right. For a good amount of money
in general, you know,
like come on, bro.
It's like another case of the rules don't apply.
Yeah, like
all of a sudden. Rules don't, we not playing by the rules.
That's all.
Roach also hit out at Jake Paul's whole journey in the sport. He pointed out how Paul, a YouTuber turned boxer, has walked in and instantly gotten big money fights. That, to Roach, is unfair to fighters who've spent years grinding, fighting their way up small cards, taking tough bouts just to stay afloat financially, only to see someone like Jake Paul earn more in one night than they've seen in their whole career. For Roach, Paul's presence isn't just annoying, it's damaging. It makes the whole game about money grabs instead of pure fighting, and he sees that as a direct threat to the the integrity of boxing itself.
I was gonna ask you,
all that
does
shit.
Jake Paul bring more views?
For sure. So it's like a slippery slope with him for me. The whole YouTube boxing thing, you gotta think, a nigga like me been boxing since I was 9 years old. I ain't have $1 million payday until I 14. Jake Paul can not box for all his life, decide he want to box, and come and make multi-million dollars after we've been busting our ass our whole life. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's the shit that I want people to grasp onto. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, and then on the other side, the pro, because that's a con for me, for Jake, and it's like, it's not his fault, but like, it's just like, what the fuck are we doing? Yeah. But a pro is, he do shed, like, he got his own promotional company. He do shed light on that.
Meanwhile, Tank Davis hasn't exactly helped his own case. When he was recently asked about ducking fighters like Lamont Roach and Shakur Stevenson, instead of addressing the challenge, Davis brushed it off completely. He said flat out that he doesn't really care about what the fans want. According to him, it's all about what he wants, who he chooses, and he'll fight on his own terms. That kind of response has only poured gasoline on the fire, because for fans who follow boxing for the competition, hearing a fighter dismiss their voice feels like betrayal. Instead of standing for the people who fill arenas and buy pay-per-views, Tank made it clear that he's standing only for himself.
Gervonta, a lot of boxing fans aren't happy with the fact you've taken this fight rather than the Roach rematch, fights with the likes of Shakur, Devin Haney, Teofimo, etc. What do you make of that reaction? And can we still expect to see those fights?
Why should I care what they think? When y'all switch somebody can have a bad day and y'all switching on who y'all favorite fighter is or who this person is supposed to fight. Like, y'all need to sit back and be fans and just enjoy the sport. Like, y'all even talk about people's personal lives. Like, why, when it come to that?
The Jake Paul fight itself has already been hyped to a ridiculous level. In one of their press conferences, both men agreed to a jaw-dropping bet for the outcome of the fight. It started at $200 million, but then they upped the stakes to $500 million. Yes, $500 million. The crowd went crazy and the internet blew up with reactions, but to many, this didn't feel like boxing anymore. It felt like a WWE storyline designed to grab headlines and make the sport about anything other than fighting skill.
I f with you heavy, Gervonta, but I want to side bet you. I got Jake winning.
We already side betted though.
We already did. What was the bet?
200.
Let's go 250.
Let's go 500.
No, hell no. See, Jake, that's what, Jake.
Come on, wow. Aiden, you have to take it, bro.
Jake, y'all are making $50 million for this on Netflix. I can't do it. You split the bet with me, 250, 250.
Easy. Let's make it $1 million.
Whoa.
Let's make it 2.
Jake.
Let's make it 2.
$1 million total. Yeah.
Jake, $1 million.
2 mil? 2 mil? 2 mil. Let's do it.
2 mil. Right here, 2 mil. Go ahead.
2 mil. Easy work, bro.
2 mil?
The face-off between Davis and Paul added even more fuel to the fire. When they came head-to-head, Tank shoved Paul with serious force. Paul tried to hold his ground and respond, but he was completely overwhelmed. That one push became a highlight moment because it showed Tank trying to re-establish dominance after looking shaky in their earlier press conference. Fans caught on to it instantly, and reactions poured in across social media about whether Paul looked scared, whether Tank was trying too hard, or whether this was just more staged drama.
Enjoying the king of the day is Miami resident hip-hop star influencer Ruby Rowe.
Showbiz the Adult, a well-known voice in boxing commentary, gave his take on that exact moment. He said the instant Tank shoved Jake Paul, you could literally see Paul's fear. For him, it wasn't just theatrics, it was a real look into how unprepared Paul might be when the punches start flying for real. He pointed out how Paul's body language shifted and how he seemed rattled, which in his eyes was proof that the matchup was already leaning heavily in Tank's favor.
I saw it, dog. Listen, I saw it. Hey, Jake scared. Gervonta Tank Davis showed up, showed out. I saw it in Jake's face. Jake scared, bro.
Here from the Kaseya Center in Miami, Florida.
Listen. I know you guys gonna troll me. You're gonna troll me because I said Terrence Crawford was scared. Obviously he was, and he whooped Canelo's ass and all that. I hear you. Listen, I got that one wrong. But this one I got right. Jake scared. Listen, hold on. Let me set this up.
But not everyone is impressed by this build-up. Tim Bradley, a respected former champion, admitted that the whole spectacle just pissed him off. For him, this isn't entertainment, it's disrespect. He made it clear that Tank turning down a rematch with Lamont Roach to chase this kind of money fight is shameful. In Bradley's opinion, Davis is choosing the easy payday instead of proving himself against legitimate challengers. And for a fighter of Tank's caliber, that's not just disappointing, it's condemnable.
You know, Tank was already signed up to fight Roach rematch. He was already signed up, you know. You could just tell, man. I can tell, you know. Yesterday, listening to the press conference, I saw like, I don't know what it was. It was something with Jalen Love, and it's like a secret. I don't know what that is. It's a secret though. I mean, I don't want to assume. Maybe I should assume. Look, this Jones ain't real. It's not real. It's not, you know. But there's always a flip to something, right? And I think that's what.
Even Ryan Garcia, who's never been shy about voicing his thoughts, couldn't stomach this fight. When asked about it, he was so disappointed that he refused to give a real answer. That in itself said a lot. For Garcia, even acknowledging the matchup seemed like a waste of his time, and that silence spoke volumes about how low he sees this fight ranking in terms of importance.
What do you think of Jake Paul, Gervonta Davis? I know on Instagram you called it a circus.
Yeah, boxing is slowly turning into the WWE. That's what I think.
Does Tank Davis have a chance?
Yes, but
yeah?
I don't even want to talk about it. Don't ask me questions like that again.
All of this has built up into one of the most controversial boxing events in recent memory. On one side, you've got Jake Paul, a polarizing figure who attracts massive attention, millions of viewers, and casual fans who don't normally watch boxing. On the other side, you've got Tank Davis, a proven talent who many believe should be chasing legacy fights instead of YouTube stars. The collision of these two has created headlines, but not the kind that make boxing look good. Instead, it's sparked debates about whether the sport has lost its way.
Wait, what do you? I'm gonna ask. What are you making for the fight?
You're pocket watching.
A little bit here.
Like, what do you think?
50 to 100 mil.
You're closer on the first number.
Wow, that's still crazy to me, bro.
People are like 200. It's just like nah. Boxing's not like that anymore. It's a lot of money. It's like NFL quarterback money.
For Lamont Roach Jr., the anger is personal. He's spent his whole career working for opportunities, and when he sees Tank Davis skipping over fighters like him and Stevenson, he takes it as an insult not just to himself, but to the game itself. And to him, Tank's words and actions show a complete disregard for what boxing is supposed to be about. Add Jake Paul into the mix, and it feels to Roach like the sport is being turned into a playground where the hardworking fighters are pushed aside for quick paydays and media hype.
Other people are affected. PBC is affected by that. That's how they make their money. He is how they make a good amount of their money. How do you do that? Like, he not just me over, he in PBC.
Do you know of any of the fights that were expected to be on there? Was there any like big time cards in there?
Scooter and Oshaki was supposed to fight on that undercard. I'm pretty sure they had I don't know too much in detail who else was supposed to fight on it, but I know for sure that they were supposed to be the co-main. So, you know, and that's, you gotta think, we were supposed to fight in June, then we were supposed to fight in August. It's already about to be fall. Like luckily they did get a date, they get locked it in, they on another card now.
Still, there's no denying the hype. Whether people love it or hate it, everyone's talking about Tank Davis versus Jake Paul. And maybe that's the whole point. For the promoters, for the fighters, and for the business side of boxing, controversy equals cash. As long as the fight sells, the criticism doesn't matter. But for the fighters like Lamont Roach Jr., for the veterans like Tim Bradley, and even for disappointed stars like Ryan Garcia, the cost isn't worth it. Because while the money piles up, the respect and credibility of the sport take a major hit.
Jake Paul, Tank Davis fight got moved to Miami.
I think Jake wins.
Jake's just so big, dude.
I think Jake wins.
This is different because it's similar. It's similar to Logan versus Mayweather, but Jake Paul now obviously is way more advanced than where Logan was at that moment in time.
I mean, it's just fucking sick.
I mean, yeah, no, but dude,
Did
Jake,
you ever watch his highlights?
Jake can crack, man.
He's so sick. I love that guy, bro.
In the end, the upcoming fight might break records, but it's also breaking trust. It's showing fans that boxing is shifting away from its roots, that fighters can choose spectacle over substance, and that the people who deserve the spotlight the most are still left waiting in the shadows. Roach's words, Bradley's frustration, Garcia's silence, and even Showbiz's reaction all come together to paint the same picture. This fight is a circus, and for many, it's a painful one to watch. And now the big question is for you guys, does this fight ruin boxing, or is it just business as usual in today's fight game? Drop your thoughts in the comments, smash that like button if you enjoyed the breakdown, and don't forget to subscribe for more fight talk, predictions, and breakdowns coming your way.